Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Sis Get Up YouTube takeover with our sis, LaShonda. We are super excited. If you are replaying, let us know in the comments. We're going to tell you a little bit about our businesses. And so I'll go first. My name is Desiree Delacruz. I am the founder of Sis Get Up and Boss. If you're not in there, sis, what you doing? You should be there. Um, But I also have another business called Author Overnight Publications and Designs. And so if you are looking to publish a book, any kind of book, get with your girl. I would love to get you started in that journey. And tonight, I'm just looking forward to the gems. I have two businesses that I'm always struggling to push at the same time. And so I want to know, how to start them both, YouTube channels for them both. And so that's what I'm looking forward to. And I'll go ahead and give the floor to some of my sisters, whoever want to go first. Don't make me call you ladies.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Trusty Renee. Good evening to you all. It is 3. I am on the West Coast in these California, LA streets out here. I am absolutely excited to be here and to hear from the expert. I am Trusty Renee, Movement Master. My passion and my heart is movement healing, moving you into transformation, having a new view, helping you just really transform your life so that you can step into your destiny, your purpose, your movement. Ment is MEANT, moving into your ment, your purpose. So I'm excited to be here and I'm excited to learn, and never thought about really just blowing up on YouTube or putting myself on YouTube, but I've done lives consistently for about a year or so. So this is a new space for me to entertain, a new venue, a new pathway. So I'm excited tonight. Thank you.
Yes, I love it, sis. I love the movement. That always gets me. Who's the next? Come on, Sharon. Let's hear it, sis.
I'm coming. Great evening, everyone. My name is Sharon Lane, and I am a self-care strategist, trusted advisor, and author. The name of my business is Sharon Renee Writes. Why Sharon Renee Writes? Because my words have power. I am big on affirmations. I also included making affirmation coasters because they serve two purposes. They'll protect your furniture from scratches and watermarks, and it'll remind you each time you pick up your favorite beverage how fantastic, how empowering you are. What I want to learn today is to start a YouTube channel so I can start having conversations with people about the power of their words. So I'm excited about tonight. Thank you so much for having me here.
Yes, I love it. Let's have her whole thing down. Hi, ladies that's coming in. Yvonne, hi, sis. Did you want to share?
Oh, absolutely. And sorry, I'm in a shared space. I can't do the camera. And I thank you for the opportunity and invitation. This is awesome. So, I am a mindset coach and success strategist, and I am determined to make this the year where we help more women of color that own businesses get beyond the stigma of making just 24,000 on average a year. That's just sacrilege. Our counterparts are doing over 110,000. The potential is huge for all of us. And so I'm taking advantage of the opportunity to create sisterhood, community, and especially encourage one another through more of a stepping away. Less is more. So I also combine my gifts with travel and get women to do at least at minimum a cruise a year so they can restore, reset, and show up powerfully for all the women and others that they're caring for.
I love that, sis. That was so dope. That was giving boss vibes all throughout that. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for sharing. Are you looking forward to anything today?
You know, what I am definitely here to do is be in the room, capitalize on the energy, the prowess, and learn about YouTube. I attempted it in the past, didn't go so well. So I'm leaving it to the experts because I know there's a lot of potential in YouTube coming up.
Yes, it is. Thank you so much, sis. And then Sherelle and Latricia, I believe. I'm sorry, sis. Don't mean to mess up your name. We are just introducing ourselves, our business, and then any thing that you want to share while you're here for. If you want to share, I'll give you guys just a minute. If you want to jump in there, either one of you. And if not, we're gonna go ahead and get started.
Hey
All
y'all, my name is Latricia. I am a sales and marketing specialist. I have started my own business doing marketing and selling a variety of niche products. Our foundational products were self-defense and tactical products like pepper spray and stun guns, knives, different things like that for people to protect themselves. But I am looking for a lot of growth in 2024. So I am here to learn some new things. Nice to meet y'all.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing, sis. And anybody that's coming in, we got room for one more introduction. Just introduce yourself, your business, and what you're hoping to gain from tonight. I see my girl. Is that my girl Kay up in the room?
Yeah, I'm not talking. Oh, you heard me? Oh, I thought, yeah.
Hey, girl. Sherelle, were you trying to introduce yourself? I don't want to skip anybody.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Kay, you want to come on? You said you don't want to talk? Sorry, I got some dogs in the background fighting. But all right, let's get this party started. I'm super excited to have you guys here. Again, this is the YouTube takeover. And like I always say, sis, the note takers are the money makers. So make sure you grab something to write with because she's going to be dropping some gems. Stay tuned. I'll be doing some giveaways at the end for those of you who sit through it. And we will go ahead and get started if you are ready, sis.
I am absolutely ready. First of all, hey y'all. I am so excited and grateful that you guys are tuning in. And she is absolutely right. If you don't have a pen and a notebook, you're going to need a pen and a notebook for this, okay? Because I'm going to drop a lot of information. I'm going to drop a lot of gems in reference to how to start your YouTube channel, the power. Okay, there I go. Can you hear me now? Okay, good, good. All right, so yeah, like I was saying, I'm going to drop a lot of information. I'm going to drop a lot of gems, so you're going to want to take notes. So I'm going to introduce myself, but am I good to pull up my slides? Because my intro is kind of in my slides.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So let me go ahead and share my screen really quick. And let me move me so I can see. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, so welcome to the How to Leverage YouTube to Grow Your Business Online, hosted by, of course, me, LaShonda Smith. I'm really excited to do this class. You guys are technically like my first class for this particular class, so go you guys. All right, so just a quick intro for anyone that is not familiar with me already. I am a content creator and content strategist, and I specialize in helping women entrepreneurs with starting their YouTube channel for their business and also hitting their first 1,000 YouTube subscribers once they get started. But that's not it, because we're not doing YouTube for free, guys. Like, I know that it started off with people doing YouTube as a hobby because they just wanted to create content, but we are business owners, and at the end of the day, there's a lot of money to be made with being on YouTube. So I also teach women entrepreneurs how to grow their business with having a YouTube channel. So just to give you a quick agenda and a quick disclaimer, I hope y'all got time because I like to talk. And I'm sure if you guys have questions after this presentation, then we might run over a little bit. Okay, but if you just stick with me, then we'll be great. So the goal is for it to be from 6 to 7. And today we are going to be going over the 3 biggest mistakes that you're probably making when you're creating content for your business, the top 5 ways YouTube will help you grow your business, how to start and leverage YouTube the right way. And let me move this so I can see my screen because it's in the way. Well, it won't let me move it. There you go. And then the last thing is going to be the Ask Me Anything. Now, I am going to give you guys breaks to ask me questions in the middle of the presentation. But if you stick to the end, that's when I'm going to make sure I get everybody's questions answered. All right, so before I move on to the next slide, I'm gonna stop my screen just so I can see everybody real quick. Now, using the reactions, how many of you guys have at least tried to start a YouTube channel at least one time? Give me like a hands up or a thumbs up, any type of reaction to let me know that you have tried YouTube one time and you have fallen off for whatever reason. Okay, I see some hands and thumbs going up. This is very typical. Yes.
I got a question. When you say a YouTube and started a YouTube page, now I got a YouTube account. That's not the same thing.
I mean, if you have any type of content on there, or if you intended to put content on there, even if it never made it, then that counts.
Okay.
Okay, yes, because we see other creators and we'll have the big idea to be like, oh, I want to get on this platform. Let me start a YouTube channel. And then either you fall off before you even post because you're like, wait a minute. Now I'm supposed to record this video. What I'm supposed to do with this video? How do I edit? How do I create these thumbnails? And then you just have the channel there and you never do anything with it. Or maybe you're like me and you've had multiple YouTube channels. You've had multiple YouTube journeys. And you'll start off strong and then eventually it just falls by the wayside. So I'm saying all this to say, if you've been there before, just know that you are not alone and it is not too late to start on YouTube. Okay, so it ain't how you start, it's how you finish. So we're gonna pick it back up and I'm gonna teach you exactly how to do that. But let me go back to my screen share. So that way we can go, I'm trying to decide, I want this at the top because it's in the way. Okay, let's try to keep it at the top for right now. All right, so we're going to start with the 3 biggest mistakes that you're making right now when creating content for your business. And I cannot, once I start revealing these things to you guys, you're going to be like, you know what? You ain't have to call me out like that. Okay, because I see this so many times with different business owners. The very first thing is that you're primarily creating content for the wrong platforms. You're either pursuing Instagram. I know Instagram is really, really popular. And if you aren't following me on social media by now, I'm an advocate against Instagram at this point. Me and Instagram got a love-hate relationship because whenever you create Instagram content or even TikTok content, it does not stay relevant long enough for it to make a big enough difference. And so there's a lot of business owners who will pursue Instagram or TikTok for a long amount of time, and they will not see the return of investment of time that they've invested when it comes to creating either short form reels or carousels or whatever type of content that you are creating. The second thing is you're trying to create content for every platform. So you're like, nah, I'm gonna have social media content everywhere. I'm gonna post on Facebook and I'm gonna create some TikToks and I'm gonna, create some reels and post some content on Instagram. And then I'm thinking about having a podcast. And you're just all over the place. Just all over the place. And don't feel bad because we all do it, especially when you hear the gurus out there that's telling you, especially like Gary Vee, I love him, but I'm just being real. When they're telling you that you need to be showing up everywhere on all the platforms 3 to 4, 5 times a day. Now, if you are a solopreneur, I'm here to tell you right now that it is not realistic for you to try to be on all these platforms. Okay. And it's best if you try to focus on one platform. And if you're going to only focus on one platform, then it better give you a good return of your investment of time if you're going to choose that platform. And I'm going to go over a little bit more detail about that later on in this presentation. Now, let's talk about the last mistake. The last one is that you're just not creating content that will make you money today and a year from now. So you may be being consistent with the reels or the TikToks or even going live. You may go live all the time on Facebook or Instagram, and you're very consistent when it comes to showing up with your short form content or with your Instagram content or your TikToks. But guess what? That piece of content got about 2 days, maybe 3 if it's really, really good. And guess what? You're going to have to create some more content. You're going to have to create some more content. And not only that, there's different downsides to each platform that you create content for. So let's use TikTok, for example. Yes, people make money off of TikTok, but one thing that I do know about TikTok is that you cannot promote any type of link or call to action in your videos because they will shadow ban the heck out of your content. The moment you talk about any type of thing that is going to get people off of the platform, they are not going to show your stuff anymore. And I don't know if it's the same way with Instagram, but if you think about the consumer behavior whenever they are on these social media platforms, they're not necessarily looking for a business owner to solve their problem. They're just trying to be entertained for that moment while they are on social media. And so you may make money that one day, but you want something that if you create a YouTube video, for example, today, it will continue to bring you money even up to a year, 2 years, maybe even 3 years from now, if you're consistent on the platform. Okay, so who's with me so far? Let me get some emojis. If you're like, girl, you right. I've made one of these mistakes. You caught me out. Okay, I see some heads nodding. I see some emojis. Okay. So now that we've gone over the mistakes, now we're going to go over the top 5 ways that YouTube will help you grow your business. And I know you guys are excited about this part. Okay, let me look at the chat real quick because I see that we got some people in the chat. Some oh, that's me. This is me. Okay, yeah. So a lot of you guys understand and agree with the mistakes. So now we're going to go over the 5 ways. Let me minimize that so I can see. All right. So let's talk about the first way. So YouTube will position you in front of viewers who are already problem aware and solution ready. So this is one thing that makes YouTube very, very powerful because like I mentioned before, when you are creating social media content specifically, you are popping up on someone's feed while they are intending to use that platform for entertainment purposes. So when people go over to YouTube, and you can even use yourself as an example, typically when you want to learn something new, the first thing you're going to do, even over Google at this point, is go to YouTube and put in how to blank. How do I do this? Trying to create a planner or a journal. How do I create this planner? That is the behavior of people that use YouTube. And the great thing about that is that they're already searching for answers to their problem, and you are the answer to their problem with your content and with whatever your call to action is, whether that is your business, a consultation, a course, a digital product, whatever your offer is, they're already searching for the answer to that problem. So you don't even have to worry about convincing them that they have a problem and that you're the answer to the problem. They already know they got it, and now they're looking for an answer, okay? The second thing is that they are more likely to take action with you because the good thing about YouTube is if you got a little personality on you, then people are going to resonate with that and they're going to vibe with you. And the greatest way to be able to showcase your personality is through YouTube. If y'all seen my YouTube channel, y'all, I talk about me taking my wig off. I mean, like I make sure that I include certain elements that I know people will resonate with that allows me to make them feel like they're at home. And guess what? Whenever they realize that, oh, I like the way she delivers her information, they're more likely to work with you and take action with you over all of the other competitors that are out there. Okay, so that one by itself is going to make YouTube channels very powerful. And then the last thing on this is that they're already searching for an expert. So the moment you come across their YouTube feed or in the search, the moment you come across or they come across you and they start listening to the information that you're providing, they're already considering you an expert in that category. Right? So you don't even have to worry about doing that part. Even if you're starting from the beginning, like if you have 3 YouTube videos up at the time that they found you, if you deliver some information that is going to help them solve their problem, they see you as an expert in that industry. Okay? So that's the first thing. Let's go to the next one. So the second thing is that your YouTube content will sell people on you, making it easier to close the sale. So I kind of hit on this a little bit, but I want to dive a little bit deeper in reference to this. So like I mentioned earlier, they get to experience your personality. They also get to resonate with your story. So this is when you want to create educational content for your YouTube channel, obviously, but this is when you can sprinkle in vlog content, story time content, and just any type of content that will give them the opportunity to learn more about you. So there's a balance that you do when you have a YouTube channel, especially when you're building a personal brand, which is what I recommend if you have a YouTube channel to promote your business. You want to build a personal brand on their YouTube channel because you want them to have a reason to resonate with you and your story and make them become super fans. And we're going to talk about super fans a little bit later. They will also go from being a cold lead to a buyer. So your YouTube videos are almost like mini master classes. So I don't know if I know I've heard a couple of people in here are coaches or consultants, or maybe even service providers in some type of way. Well, if you've already done master classes before or a live streamed at least once, you know that it is a lot easier to close a sale if you can get them to listen to your live master class or come to even an evergreen master class, because you're positioning yourself as an authority. They're learning the information that they're needing. And then if you're smart and you give them the call to action, which is the next step, they're already a hot lead ready to take the next step. So perfect example. I help women entrepreneurs with YouTube. So if I create a YouTube channel or create a YouTube video, which I already have, but if I create a YouTube video saying like, this is how you start your YouTube channel, and then I give them the steps. Obviously, everybody on here knows I can give you the steps all day, but it's still not going to teach you how to edit. It's still not going to teach you how to create that thumbnail. There's still some things that you're going to need to learn a little bit more if you want to start a YouTube channel. So my call to action would be, okay, so if you're starting a YouTube channel, you found this helpful and you're ready to get launched in the next 30 days, why don't you join my YouTube Launch Academy? And I'm going to teach you how to create your YouTube thumbnails. I'm going to teach you how to add the end screens and the cards and do all these things in editing and post-production for your videos. I'm going to teach you how to create your YouTube banner and how to do this and how to do that. They're going to be like, sign me up. Where do I sign up? Right? So they went from a cold lead to a buyer just because I had a YouTube video that sold them while I was creating that content. And then the last thing, people buy from people that they like. And there's a typo, say people buy from people they like. You know what I'm trying to say, y'all. But people buy from other people that they like. So if they are used to watching your YouTube videos and they're used to coming to your page for help on whatever tips or whatever, you know, that you provide on your channel, the moment that they're ready to take whatever the next step is, or the moment you launch a new book, the moment you launch a new class, the moment you launch anything new, they're going to buy from you before they buy from Sally over here, because they already have felt like they have built a relationship with you because they're watching your YouTube content. And I want to share something real quick in reference to this. I'm looking at the chat. You have, typos, but hey, the show must go on, right? So that made me lose my train of thought. Hold on. Okay, so people buy from people that they like. Okay. So whenever you are creating your YouTube videos or whatever, and then you launch something new and they already resonate with you and you launch a book or whatever it is, that's how you start seeing these YouTube creators selling out in 24 hours, because they already feel like they know you. They almost feel like they're your friend. And I've had multiple people inbox me on Facebook like, girl, I was watching your YouTube channel when I was walking my dog this morning, and I went ahead and purchased your planner. That's the power of YouTube, okay? Because they already felt like they knew me and they felt comfortable enough to go ahead and purchase that and even send it to me like, hey, I was watching your YouTube video and I wanted to send you this video clip of me watching it, and I purchased your planner. That's that rapport that you get with your community on your YouTube channel. So I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, so I'm gonna move on, okay? All right, so the next thing is that YouTube creates passive revenue opportunities from digital products, affiliate marketing, ad revenue, and more. This is one of the main reasons why I put all of my other social media stuff on the back burner and decided to go all in on YouTube. Because one thing that I realized that I was doing in my business is what I like to call that I felt like I was chasing the sale. So I'm in the inbox, I'm nurturing people in the inbox. I'm essentially feeling like I'm trying to convince you as to why I'm a good fit. And I didn't want my business model to be like that. I wanted to be able to have passive revenue coming in. I wanted to be waking up to new sales. And I knew that if I had a YouTube channel, that YouTube would create that opportunity for me. So you will be able to plug low ticket offers like tripwires into your description box and into like your pinned comments. So anything that is like low ticket, like $27 or lower, and it's an evergreen products, you can plug these in every single video that you create. And let's say you created this video a year ago, and then that video randomly decides to run up and hit 100,000 views, because YouTube does that. It might sit there for a little bit, and then randomly on day 120, now all of a sudden you got 100,000 views all of a sudden from, whatever. But guess what? If you had a low ticket offer attached to that video, you're gonna make some sales. And that's what we want in our business. Another thing that people don't think about is affiliate marketing. So as a business owner, I'm sure that you refer different pieces or different types of software to your clients, or maybe you have different products that you recommend they purchase on Amazon. Sign up for the Amazon affiliate marketing thing, or I can't remember what it's called because they have two. They have an influencer program, and then they have another one that's just like for affiliate marketing, where you can like get the link and they give you like a small commission if someone clicks on that link and purchases something. Add that to your YouTube channel. So for me, I talk about starting a YouTube channel. I actually just posted a video about all of the equipment that you need if you're starting a YouTube channel. And guess what? Everyone that decides to click on my link to purchase any of the equipment that I put in that video, I'm gonna get a commission for that. So all of these things add up as you create more content on your YouTube channel and you start growing your community over there. That's another way of making, just different passive revenue streams in your business. Of course, your signature offers, whatever it is that you're offering as your main offer in your business, you plug those things in, any other products, and then ad revenue. Now, ad revenue is relative because it's going to come down to what type of channel you have. And I'll kind of give you like some tea on how to know if your channel will potentially make a lot of money in ad revenue, or if you may really want to make sure you push out, like your business products and stuff like that. Because there are some people that can make up to $30,000, $40,000 a month just in ad revenue, depending on the type of business that they're in. So some of the top businesses that make a lot of ad revenue, because companies that put ads on your videos, they are willing to pay a lot more to get in front of your audience. It's anyone that is talking about business of any type of sort, any type of coaching. Those are like one of the top categories for having the most potential in ad revenue. The second thing is if you're talking about digital products is a really, really big one. One thing that doesn't make a lot of money on YouTube are vlog channels. So if you are over here with the intention of starting a vlog channel, I hate to break it to you, but you're not going to make that much money off the vlog channel. You're going to have to rely a lot on brand deals and other things like that. So me and my fiance, we actually had a couples vlog channel. And I actually put that on the back burner because we were making, I want to say like maybe $2 to $3 per every 1,000 views. And I knew that based on the research that I did with different creators on YouTube, also YouTube makes a lot of money too. Like if you talk about YouTube, this is probably one of the reasons why I'm in the YouTube space, but I digress. So from a vlog channel, make it $2 to $3 on average. I know that with my business YouTube channel, and if you have a business and you're starting on YouTube, you can make anywhere from $10 per 1,000 views all the way up to $30 to $40 per 1,000 views. And that also depends on the time of the year. Like if it's the holiday, sometimes it goes up. I've even seen people get paid as much as $60 per 1,000 views, depending on the time of the year. So that's where you start making money from. And then obviously brand deals. So the numbers is what helps you get brand deals. So the more subscribers you have and the more average amount of views you get per video, then you can start entertaining the brand deals for your YouTube channel as well. All right, so am I moving too fast? Or are we good to keep going? Because I know I could talk.
Oh, this is really good.
It is,
Really
thank
good.
you. Does anybody have any questions about what I've mentioned so far?
So glad, because so you basically saying that you can we can when we do, because I use StreamYard, which allows me to stream from a whole bunch of different platforms, including my YouTube. So can I put my affiliate link for my book and all that stuff in the description, and they ain't gonna ban me?
The only thing that you do is, and I'll show you if we have time, just remind me, you have to put a disclaimer in your description. And what I'm gonna mention later on in the presentation is that it's best if you have a default description, so that way you don't even have to manually plug your links, they're already there. Every time you upload something new,
Like a link tree or something like that.
not even like a link tree.
No.
It's on YouTube, in the YouTube studio, it has a way for you to put in your default description, and then you can put whatever links you want in there, and it'll just automatically generate that in every description box for any videos that you post on there. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
Okay, so how about this? When we get to the Q&A, bring that
Yes,
back up and I will show you what I'm talking about.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Just don't forget, because I'm gonna probably forget.
I wrote it down.
Okay. Does anybody else have any questions before we move on?
Hey, for the subscribers, is it 1,000 or did they change it to 500? Are you not sure?
For monetization, you have to get 1,000 YouTube subscribers and 4,000 watch hours.
Okay. Okay.
What
I think
you're
they
talking
changed.
about?
Yeah, I think they changed. I think they just updated. So I'll take a look and let you know if they updated so we can update the information.
Well, the only thing that they've updated is that now you only have to have 3,000 YouTube watch hours, and it may be, I think what you're talking about with the 500 subscribers is in order to get the super chats and the memberships. And then there's also where you can like plug your store on YouTube. But that's just the first tier. If you want to get ad revenue, it's still the 1,000 watch out or the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Let me check the chat. Let's see. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead to the next slide. All right, so YouTube, hold on, didn't I just say this one? I think I went backwards. There we go. Okay, so on YouTube, it will make it easier for you to build a community around your business. I feel that a lot of people lack this part in their business. And when I say a lot of people, I mean me. I ain't trying to call nobody out, so I'm gonna just talk about me, okay? But it is a lot harder to move products and to do launches or any type of thing in business if you don't already have some type of community that like rocks with you from day one. So when you have a YouTube channel, like I mentioned before, for one, you're already providing the information for them. So whatever it is that you help people with, you're already providing that information. But the vlog content, sprinkling that in here and there, that's what's going to help you create the super fans. And that's what's going to also help you build your community to the point where they're not just coming to your YouTube channel just to get information. They're coming to your YouTube channel for you now. And once they start coming to your YouTube channel for you, they're willing to look at any content that you create after that. This is when it's easier to grow your other platforms because now they're pollinating over to your social media. Because the first thing they do when they like your content and they like you as a creator, they want to follow you on Instagram, they want to follow you on Threads, they want to follow you wherever you are because now they want all the content from you. They want all access and connection to you. And whenever you create super fans in your business around your community and your brand, your super fans are going to be the first people to buy from your business every time, every time. So you won't ever have to feel like you're launching to crickets anymore. You won't ever have to be nervous about doing any type of pre-sale or promo at this point because anything that you release once you build your community on your YouTube channel, they are going to show up for you and you're going to start selling out on your stuff because they ride with you. And that's what we want in business. Another thing is the larger the community, the bigger the impact. So if you're only doing, for example, in-person events, going to networking events, or maybe just posting on social media here and there, you're limited to how much access and how much availability you're going to be able to have for your community. Because for one, the algorithm is crazy. We all fight with the algorithm. Two, there's only so many people you can meet in person at a time, unless you're at like this large event. Is you really capping yourself on the potential of people that you can impact. And whenever you have a larger community, now you're building up a bigger opportunity for more impact with people that are in your community. And this is not just about your paid offers. You have no idea who's watching your content at night. And depending on what industry that you're in, like you may have someone having breakthroughs from your YouTube content that you created months ago on a topic that they're dealing with right now. You may have people experiencing breakthroughs because you made the decision to share a story time on your divorce or on losing a spouse or on whatever it is that's in your industry. You may have people experiencing breakthroughs that they never would have gotten the opportunity to if you would not have made the decision to show up for your people. And it's free. Like it doesn't cost anything to show up for your people on YouTube. So there's no barrier to entry for you to create that type of impact. And then community creates bigger opportunities. When I say bigger opportunities, I mean brand deals. So if you are wanting to eventually get into brand partnerships where they're paying you $60,000 for the year to be able to just promote them on your YouTube channel here and there, the bigger your community, the bigger the check from the brand deals. Okay, so if you're one of those brand deal people, then you want to build a big community because that's what they want to get in front of. They want to get in front of more eyes. So now your YouTube channel becomes a lead generator. And this is what I'm doing on my YouTube channel right now. So at the very beginning stages, when you first start your YouTube channel, let's say you don't have a product already, or maybe you do, but you're just not ready to start promoting it yet. Your YouTube channel is essentially your lead generator because you're casting a big net wide, and then you give them the call to action to bring them into your business. So this can help you build your email list. I'm focusing on email list building this quarter. I'm trying it again. But having YouTube allows you to build your email list because the more views you get on each video, if you have that lead generator already plugged into your description box, people are going to be signing up for that lead generator on a day-to-day basis, and this is going to organically allow you to build your list. Also, it's going to position your business to organically attract buyers. So if you ain't trying to run Facebook ads or Instagram ads or anything like that, and you're looking for an organic way for you to attract buyers, then YouTube is where you need to be because like I mentioned before, you never know when your videos are going to take off on your channel, and you don't have to pay a dime for that to happen for you. The only thing you have to do is make sure you're consistent, but we're going to talk about that. But you will be able to attract buyers organically. Also, your YouTube channel is a free resource for your business. So one of the things that I've been doing now is I have a lot of people that will inbox me, or if I'm in person at an event or something like that, and they're talking about how they're trying to start this YouTube channel, or maybe they're trying to revive their current channel or something like that, I'll shoot them the link. Well, hey, this is the exact video where I talked about that. And that's the entry point to getting into my business, because if they watch the YouTube video, obviously I want them to subscribe, because now when you subscribe, you're a part of my community, but just on the outside, like you're not on my email list yet, but I'm going to give you a call to action in that YouTube video. And if this video helped you, you're going to opt into my call to action. So you're able to use YouTube as almost like your lead generator. This can be a lead magnet that you send out in your email list. So let's say you have an email sequence, and whatever that sequence is, you have certain videos that you can plug into that to nurture that new person on your list. Use your YouTube channel videos for that. You don't even have to write out a whole email like, hey, this is how you do this. This is step 1, 2. You don't even have to do all of that. You can just be like, hey, do you need help in this area? Guess what? I made a YouTube channel or made a YouTube video on that. Click this link. It's a free resource for your people. And it generates leads 24/7. So you don't have to worry about you posting multiple times per day to get new leads into your email list. People can watch your videos at any time. I watch YouTube videos at 3 a.m. sometimes. And if they knew I was on their channel watching them at 3 a.m., like, they're living their best life, and I'm receiving the information I need, and maybe even potentially opting into whatever they have. And it's 24 hours a day. Like, I can do it at any time, because your videos will be available at any time of the day. So that's really, really powerful. All right, so I'm going to stop for a brief questions segment. Anybody have any questions? Let me get up here. Uh-oh. Let me go back. No questions? Any hands up? Oh, let me see. I know we got some more people in here now.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I got another device, so I wanted to make sure it wasn't echoing. But so one of my questions is that, like, how does the pay work? And you probably are going to get into that, but like, how does the pay work? Is it, per watch, or like, how does all that
Are you
work?
talking about with ad revenue?
Mm-hmm.
Got you. Okay, so once you get monetized on YouTube, you get paid per every 1,000 clicks.
Okay.
So you have a RPM and you have a CPM. And so I want to say the RPM is what you make, and the CPM is what the business or brand will pay YouTube to put their ads in front of you. So let's say that a brand is willing to pay $80 per 1,000 views to YouTube. YouTube also gets their split. I think they get like 40% or something like that. So you get whatever's left over after they take their 40%. And it varies depending on what type of video it is. So you may have a couple videos that's at, where you bring home $30 per 1,000 views. And then you may have another one where you only bring home $10 per 1,000 views, because it's in a different category almost. So a good example is if someone did a YouTube video on digital products, that's a really, really big one that, you're probably going to bring in 25 to 30, maybe even $40 per click on that, because of the type of ads they're going to put on that. So most of the time when you're promoting digital products and how to create those, there's a lot of gurus that's trying to get you into their masterclass, so they're willing to pay top dollar to be on your content. But if I post a vlog on that same channel, I'm probably going to get about $2, $3 for that. So it just varies based on what type of content you create, and you don't really know until after you get monetized, and then it'll start showing you what your revenue is per click. I might end up taking you behind the scenes on a couples vlog, but we ain't posted over there in like 6 months. So I don't know if I want to show y'all that, but we actually make money over there, so that might be helpful to show you. But we'll see.
I love that. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry, one last question for me, and I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm sorry, y'all.
You're good.
So I love that you brought up the couples thing. So would you say like a specific channel is doing better for like predictions for 2024, anything like business, or
They normally stay about the same.
okay.
Yeah, there's normally like specific categories. So if you're teaching something, a lot of the times you're gonna make pretty good money, but there are some categories that are higher than others. Like business is top tier, and like real estate is also top tier. And you have to think about how valuable do the brands that are putting ads on my video, how valuable do they see my audience? Are they willing to pay top dollar to buy houses or to do this or to do that? The higher the return they get, the higher you're going to get on the back end. Now, if you're doing vlogs for a family and you got Huggies on your content, they're really doing it for like brand exposure or brand awareness. They're not necessarily looking for you to click on there and buy some Huggies right then and there. And then Huggies like what, $10? So you're not gonna make that much money off of those type of ads. But if they trying to get you into a master class and they know at the end of that master class they're gonna pitch you a $10,000 offer, they're gonna pay top dollar to be on your videos. So that's kind of a good rule of thumb.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yvonne, you have a question?
Yes, first of all, thank you. This is some phenomenal fire info you were dropping, gems.
Yeah.
Very curious, what is the cadence that you recommend as far as personal production? How many videos are you putting out? What is needed to get to that point of monetization as quickly as possible without burnout?
Really, really, really good question. So at the very beginning stages, for one, it depends on how familiar you are with creating content. So I kind of have two answers to this. If you are brand new to creating video content in general, meaning you don't do live streams, you haven't created short form video content, like your YouTube channel is going to be your first time front and center on a YouTube video, then I would recommend you only post once a week, because you need to learn how to show up on video for one, and you need to learn how to get consistent with even creating content in general. So there's like, you're not going to be able to grow even if you produce 3 to 4 videos in a week. They're probably going to look like crap, if I'm being honest. So there's a such thing as having that balance where you learn the process, take your time learning the process, because if you're going to do it right, you know, and you don't want to be doing it wrong, but you have a lot of quantity. So I'm going to give you an example, then I'm going to give you my second answer. So I know someone, they're not a client of mine, but they are a family member, and they asked me for some advice on their husband's YouTube channel. They've been posting YouTube content, I want to say for over 2 years, every single day. They've posted content every single day on their YouTube channel, and they're not growing. They're getting maybe 10 views per video. Now imagine posting every single day on YouTube for years and only getting 10 views per video, right? But the reason why is because they're not taking the time to learn the platform and perfect their craft. So they're just popping up the video, and it works for some people, but sometimes at some point you have to be like, okay, this is not working. Let me take a step back. This person doesn't have thumbnails, so they use the screen grab options that YouTube gives you for your thumbnail. So they use that for their thumbnails. They had dates as their title. So December 30th, They had no type of information to let people know that this video is going to be helpful for me. So there were multiple things that if they would have stopped posting every single day and taken a step back to learn about the platform, then they would have started seeing some growth, because they would have known to change those things. Now, the second answer to that question is, if you are a coach or if you're someone and you're already familiar with doing master classes, webinars, showing up on camera, doing reels, any type of thing where you have to know the basics to do like your editing, to get the video to look polished, or just to conduct yourself and know how to position yourself to share the information for your audience, I still recommend you start off for the first 30 days with posting once a week, just to get you used to YouTube in general. Because even if you do master classes, YouTube is a different beast. So you want to give yourself that time to create a schedule where you can create, record, edit, and get that video up. The moment you feel that you're like, okay, I figured out how I'm gonna do my nails. I got an understanding of how to edit these videos. I'm feeling really good about doing the titles. Like I'm feeling really good about this. Ramp it up. So if you want to start seeing fast growth, you want to post a minimum of 2 times per week. If you can get it in there, 3 times per week. When I was posting once a week on my YouTube channel, I was barely getting 20 subscribers per month and new subscribers. The moment I ramped it up to posting twice a week and sometimes even 3 times a week, because now I'm on 3 times. But when I ramped it up to posting twice a week, I went from getting 20 YouTube subscribers to getting 200 and 300 new YouTube subscribers, and my channel took off. Now my views are going up. Now I'm starting to see real growth on my YouTube channel. And even like now, I missed a couple uploads because of the holidays. Like I'm recovering from the holidays. I thought I was gonna be able to post more, but you know, I was getting two here and there, but I kind of slipped on the 3 videos per week. But I still have been hitting 200 to 300 new subscribers on my channel on autopilot because I'm making sure that I'm posting at least twice per week. So I hope that answers your question.
Yes, that's very helpful. And my last question was, if you, like myself, did a terrible job in the past with YouTube and you want to use some repurposed content, should there be a ratio between edited videos that you're uploading to your channel versus going live? And if so, what do you recommend?
So really great question. So, all right, when you say going live, are you going live directly on the platform or are you repurposing your lives and putting them on your YouTube channel?
So the repurpose part was just using prior videos on the old channel because I want to do a brand new channel altogether. But I'm also going to be repurposing, like, you know, master classes, lives that were on other platforms that I brought through from Zoom because I would stream at the same time. But the live, which I had never tried, but I understand that helps lift the algorithm in YouTube as well, going live directly on the platform.
Okay. So here's the thing about lives. If you are starting, because I think I heard, did you say you have 2 YouTube channels?
I had
Or you're
one in the
moving them
past.
over?
I was doing like a mini podcast of the interviews, but I never got
Got
beyond
you.
like 50 subscribers. It was really small.
Got you. Okay, so I'm just gonna say you're starting over, essentially.
Yes.
That'll
Yes.
help me out a little bit. Okay, so here's the thing about lives when you start your YouTube channel.
Okay.
Be very, very careful about the live content because people don't typically watch lives for from new creators on YouTube. And what I find happens, especially with coaches, because we do a lot of live streams, masterclasses, things like that, we tend to end up using our YouTube channel as digital storage for the other things that we've created in live stream or whatever. This is a big no-no for YouTube.
Okay.
So this is a
Okay.
good rule of thumb to know if it should go on your channel or not. So for one, you ideally don't want your videos to be more than 30 minutes. If it's past 30 minutes, you pushing it already. If you 30 minutes or over, you pushing it because what you have to understand is when you're in the search feed or if you are on the home feed, people can see how long that video is. And if you're new, they may not be willing to give you 30 minutes. They may only be willing to give you 10. And it depends on, you know, it really depends on multiple elements, but just a good rule of thumb is 30 minutes max for a YouTube video. The second thing is the videos that perform well on YouTube are videos that are created specifically for YouTube. So pre-produced videos.
Okay.
If it's a live stream, even if it's repurposed, for one, don't post no repurposed live streams or master classes on your channel. Anybody that's considering doing that, or if you have been doing that, I'm gonna hurt your feelings real quick, okay? I would recommend you either unlist them and plug those master classes in as lead magnets. So create you a lead magnet sales page, or what do you call it, a lead form. And when they opt into your email list, then send them that. And what you can do is unlist it on your YouTube channel. So that way it's still there, but you plug that into that lead magnet. But do not have that live stream public on your platform.
Okay.
Okay.
Because what's going to happen is if someone decides to subscribe to your channel, they do not want to then be flooded with live stream content, because that's not the type of content people look for on YouTube, especially if you're a new creator. Now, once you build your brand a little bit, and now you know, okay, on average, I'm getting 1,000 YouTube views, per video or something like that. You're getting a lot of engagement in your content. You can do live streams, but if you're gonna do a live stream, make sure that it's on the platform. So not repurposed, but specific, like directly on the platform, because if you do it that way, YouTube has a specific tab just for the live streams. So that way it's not curated through your pre-recorded content, is in a specific tab for that. Okay, does that make sense?
Perfect. Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome. I have a question in here. Someone says, do you recommend attending YouTube University? Do you mean like YouTube Free University, or are you talking about an actual program? Let's see. There's another question. Okay, that's the only one.
I'm sorry. Yes,
Okay.
this is Dr. Garbutt. Yes, I was just trying to find out about the free YouTube University. I heard about that was like some introductory information that you could use to start getting you to have some awareness about the platform. Can you expound on that?
Well, I'm not familiar with the YouTube University. Normally when I say that, I'm referring to YouTube. Like, YouTube University is free. Just go on YouTube and like search for what it is that you're trying to do. But if you're talking about like an actual course, if it's free, why not? Absolutely. Learn the platform, learn the basics so that you can get started, and then take that information and implement it in your channel because you can tell when you're ready for the next level of information. So your first level may be, I just need to know how to record and get this video up here. And then after you do that, then you may start being interested in, okay, how do I add tags? How do I optimize my videos? How do I plan out videos that will potentially perform well on the platform or rank in search? Then you can start worrying about that. If you try to learn everything at one time, you're not going to do it. You're going to fall off. You're going to be like, this too much. Because it can be a lot trying to learn everything in YouTube. But yeah, if it's free, definitely go for it.
All right, thank you. And then one last question. In terms of posting, even when I'm looking for stuff professionally, I'm looking on YouTube for stuff for healthcare. I work in the healthcare industry, so there's a lot of medical videos, trainings, certification, credentialing, training platforms on YouTube. One thing I don't like is a lot of content that's frivolous. I'd rather have less content. And what I mean by that, I'm talking about the cadence of the content. I'd rather see something once or twice a week that's value added, that's tangible, that's substantive, than to see something every day that's frivolous and it's really just a waste of my time when I could have took the time to drill down and look at something that would have been meaningful that I could ingrain in my professional practice, or a platform or a masterclass or something I'm trying to birth out. Can you speak to, when you're doing content, when you say that you post every day, are you recording and posting, not every day, but are you recording and posting 2 or 3 times a week, or do you do recorded sessions once a week and then you incrementally post them on separate days? Can you speak to that?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay, so I spread out my content. Normally when I do my 3 times a week, I do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So that's when my actual content goes out. The reason why I separate it like that is because it kind of gives my audience a day or so to kind of watch the other video before the new one goes out. But when it comes to recording the videos, I normally batch record. So, and if I'm gonna put my wig on and like get cute, I'm gonna record at least 3-4 videos in that sitting. And that's just my preference. I always recommend that if you're able to batch record, because when you don't batch record, that's typically when people get behind. Because we still run in businesses at the end of the day, we still have clients, we still have other obligations. So what I always recommend for you, if you are starting on YouTube or if you're pursuing YouTube, is to set out days for content days. So for me, I have 2 content days every single week.
Now, I don't use those content days every single week, but I have them carved out on my schedule on Thursdays and Fridays that's when I am going to sit down and record content. This allows me the opportunity to plan out my content. When I'm doing my batch recording, I have 3 segments because I know this question is going to be asked next. During my content day, what I recommend, if you just feel like trying to record 6 videos, because sometimes I can get 6 videos in there. It just depends on what I'm talking about. But a good rule of thumb is record for an hour and take an hour break. Record for another hour and then take another hour break. And if you're trying to do 6 videos, then maybe you got to record one more time and then you'll be done. But set that content day out to the side specifically for you to get your videos recorded. Because if you're only creating 5-minute videos, like let's say your videos is 5 to 10 minutes. If y'all haven't noticed, I'm long-winded. So I explained, I'm very detailed about what I explain. So my videos are typically 10 to 20 minutes, but let's say your videos are 5 to 10 minutes. You can easily pump out 2 videos in 1 hour at 5 to 10 minutes each, and then you give yourself a break. That break allows you to regroup. I found that when I didn't take a break in between of doing 2, I would start stuttering. I would start like tripping over my words. It just wouldn't come out the way that I would want. And so I use this time to regroup. I use this time to change out my outfit if I need to. I change this time to do whatever I need to do in that hour, then I start again. If you're gonna have a content day, and this is just kind of like a bonus tip, one thing that I've learned to do is don't eat. I used to make the mistake of eating on my break. So I don't even eat until after I'm done recording content. Because one thing that I realized with me, and I don't know if you're like this, but I'll get the itis, y'all, and I won't want to record nothing after that. Like I'm done. So I just recommend if you're really trying to get a lot of videos out at one time, I didn't mean to click that, but if you're trying to get a lot of videos out at one time, batch record and have a content day. Does that answer your question?
Absolutely. That was fabulous. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, any more questions before we move on? And see,
Yes,
I told y'all it's 7 o'clock. I hope y'all got some.
Hi, I have one.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your info.
You're welcome.
So I'm the one that posted about the suggestion given that I need to do a YouTube as a healing and spiritual transformation coach. That's pretty much the title. I want to know from your area of expertise, do you agree with that? And 2, you're talking about posting about 2 times per week. And I'm trying to understand the difference with the live and and like you just uploading a video, because I also do Bible study on Wednesdays. So I plan to kind of start with that since it was already going to be recorded, and just upload it and maybe put 1 video up there, because I prefer to do really short videos right now. I don't really enjoy all of the talking, truthfully. People think that I'm an extrovert and I'm really an introvert. So just wanted some thoughts on that.
What are you currently doing your Bible studies on right now?
We're Zoom.
I would keep them on Zoom. I would not put live content. I would not repurpose any live streams or any live content on YouTube. It is not going to perform well.
Okay.
Especially at the beginning stages. But you can use that as an opt-in where, like, let's say, so for your content specifically, if you do weekly Bible studies, you will create Bible study videos for beginners or for anyone that you know will be interested in doing a Bible study. And then that will be your call to action. Hey, would you like to, join us for our Bible study? I'm going to drop the link in the description box and let them hop on your Zoom. So that way you also get to build that intimate connection with that audience, and you have them in your back end as well.
Okay. Also, we'll be like recording regular videos, answering questions and etc. that has been given. But I just wanted to know about that.
Yeah, definitely. If you are doing weekly Bible studies, and I'm just using that as an example, if you're doing weekly Bible studies, find YouTube content that you can pre-record, because pre-recorded videos is what's going to ultimately perform the best on YouTube. Find Bible study YouTube videos that you can create, maybe have it 5 minutes, You can even do like a behind the scenes of how you do your Bible study. And then that might be 5 to 10 minutes. And you're just showing them your process, and then use that weekly Bible study as your call to action. Like, hey, you know, if you like this and you want to join me in Bible study, then you can join us by clicking this or whatever. I think that that will perform a lot better than if you repurpose the Bible study that you've already done and put that on YouTube. It ain't gonna do good.
Thanks. And I can also link the workbook in there, or do I have to have a certain amount of subscribers before I can start linking them? So I can automatically like put the workbook that's attached for them to download with it. Okay, perfect.
From day one. Yep.
Okay,
Absolutely.
thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so I'm going to go on to the next slide. How to leverage YouTube the right way for your business. So we kind of already talked about some of the stuff that I'm going to mention here, but we're going to mention it again, okay? Just in case you didn't get it the first time, I'm going to make sure you get it this time. Let me check the chat. Let's see. YouTube University. Okay, gotcha. All right, so this is how you're going to leverage YouTube. So for one, create a library of binge-worthy content that will attract problem-aware viewers. So I already kind of hit on this a little bit earlier about the fact that they're already problem-aware when they come on YouTube. So this is when you want to start thinking about, what will your target viewer or your target buyer, what would they be searching for on YouTube? And how can you create multiple videos around that topic so that when they find one video, they're going to want to watch your next video and your next video and your next video, because they all kind of complement each other. So a great way to do this, especially at the beginning stages, is to create a 4-part video series. This is like the easiest way to do it, where let's say I do a video series on let's use somebody else. So you mentioned earlier that you do Bible study. So if you did a 4-part video series on how to start doing Bible study for beginners, you can teach them 4 different things that is very, very important for them to learn if they're trying to learn how to Bible study. Like for me, for example, that's something that I'm starting to try to learn. I'm looking for like a planner or a guide to teach me more about the Bible, something that I can kind of work through. So being able to have one video on how to do Bible study for beginners, and then you plug in that next video in the middle of that. Okay, so now that you've learned how to do Bible study, these are some of the things that you need to learn about in your Bible. That's on the next one. And I don't know about Bible study, so I'm just improvising here, but you get my point. Like, you know specifically what additional information will benefit that person, and turn it into a 4-part video series. Another way that you can do this is, if you've already done master classes, repurpose that information and turn those into, like, let's say you have, like, this is about 20 YouTube videos that I'm covering right now, all in one class. So if I wanted to do a video on each topic that I've covered with you guys, I could just turn it into a 5 to 10 minute video. So figure out how you can turn your master classes into video series that's more consumable for people on YouTube specifically. And I already talked about creating videos around the same topic. So example, I have videos on how to start your YouTube video or how to start your YouTube channel. Well, after they watch that, I have another video that's teaching them how to get your first 100 YouTube subscribers and how to create YouTube thumbnails. So all of those different videos are in relation to someone that's starting a YouTube channel, but it's still going to give them additional pieces that's around that same topic. The best thing to do if you're starting on YouTube is try to start with beginner-friendly content, because typically when someone is at the very beginning stages of something, it's really, really easy to rank in search when you start your YouTube channel off with beginner-friendly content, and then you can work that audience down your pipeline. So you can start with level 1. For a level 1 audience, I call that like my beginner audience. And then after they complete that step, now they need to learn how to leverage or how to do whatever. Then that's your level 2 audience. And once they've already learned that you provide value and they've subscribed, they will be more willing to listen to that not so beginner friendly information, because they've been following you through this journey anyway. And then a good rule of thumb when you're starting your YouTube channel, or if you're reviving your current channel, everyone should have 4 content buckets that you're going to be rotating on your channel. And this is going to look different for everybody. So you would just create whatever your 4 main topics are, and then you would just kind of build out a library that's going to hit on every single topic that's in those 4 content buckets. So I know I get this question a lot when I mention content buckets. So a content bucket is basically any type of broad topic where you can create at least 10 to 20 or more YouTube videos on that specific topic. So any topic that you feel like, oh, I could talk about a lot of different things in reference to that, I can create at least 10 to 20 videos on this, then that would be considered a content bucket. A sub bucket will be something that's within that, but it's like a one-off. So like I would probably be able to create 2 videos on this topic, but that's probably it. That would kind of be considered a subtopic or like a video idea in general. All right, so the second thing is to optimize your channel and make it clear who you create YouTube content for. So this is what I was mentioning earlier. Include your important links in your description box and homepage. And if we have time for those that decide to stay afterwards, I'll show you how to do that. Also use tags for every video. Your tags are available at the bottom. When you're uploading a video, you scroll and it gives you the option to put different tags. And your tags is basically any additional thing that you feel that someone would search for that's in a similar category that you would want your video to pop up for. So an example of a tag would be how to Bible study for beginners, and then you could put Bible study for beginners, and then you could put verses to do Bible studies in, and just like anything related to that topic that your video will also be good to pop up in. Those are tags, and you can do, I want to say, up to 500 different characters or different tags for that. Also use the description box option, which is what I meant was the default description box option that's available in YouTube Studio. So that way you don't have to manually add these links every single time. You just do it one time, and then it'll always be available when you upload. And add your target viewer in your title sometimes. Don't do it all the time, but sometimes it is beneficial to talk specifically to the person that you are targeting on your channel. So an example of this would be if you do cooking videos, but you really do cooking videos specifically for moms, then you can put, hey, these 3 quick cooking recipes or these 3 quick lunch recipes for a busy mom or like something like that. But you don't have to put it every single time, but sometimes it's good to put that because you know for a fact that everyone that clicks on that video is a mom and that's who you're targeting. So I hope that helps. All right, so the third thing is to make YouTube your primary platform. And I know some people are not going to want to hear this, but I'm going to just be honest with you. YouTube is the type of platform where you cannot put it on the side. And anyone that has had a YouTube channel before in here, and then you fell off, this is why. Because you were juggling way too many things. And guess what fell by the wayside? YouTube. And the reason why is because YouTube is a long game. Like you can't hop on YouTube and think that within 30 days, you're going to be monetized. You're going to be rolling in the dough. It's one of those things where you have to stick it out. But when you stick it out, it's so worth it in the end with the return that you get. Everyone is not going to get to experience it because everyone is not willing to prioritize what it takes to build your YouTube channel. And the only way you're going to successfully build it is if you make it your primary platform, at least until you get traction to the point where now you can kind of start focusing on other things because you're starting to get a certain amount of subscribers on a regular basis and things like that. But at the beginning stages, it's all about YouTube. All about YouTube, okay? This is also going to allow you to master creating YouTube content. It's going to help you stay consistent on the platform. It's going to help you grow faster on the platform because YouTube rewards you for the more you post. The more you post, the more YouTube going to show your stuff. But if you try to post once a week or once every other week or even once a month, YouTube going to show your stuff maybe once a month, okay? And they're not going to play with you like that. So it will definitely help you grow your channel faster. And it will also be a great way for you to just easily drive everyone to your YouTube channel because it is your free resource. Did I put that on there twice? Oh no, okay. Wait a minute, what happened? I feel like this is twice. Yeah, it is. I knew I wasn't tripping. All right, so the fifth thing is have your offers and lead generators ready to go. So if you're ready to pursue YouTube, I'm gonna tell you something, okay? And I hope that this gets you guys hyped. While I'm doing this, hold on, because some people said that they already had a YouTube channel. So drop in the chat if you already have a YouTube channel, even if you fell off or even if you're not consistent. Drop in the chat how many YouTube subscribers you have currently on your channel, whether it's dead or live. Okay. Okay, I got 55, I got 14. Okay, anybody else that has a channel that's dead or alive, and they're just like, all right, I'm sitting here with a couple of subscribers over here, but I don't be posting like that. Okay, I only see, okay, 254. Okay, that's good. 251, that's potential. That's potential. You could definitely bring that back. All right, so regardless of where you are in your YouTube journey, when you start back doing YouTube, try to start your channel with something to sell from day one, because you don't know which video is going to take off. So like with my couples channel with me and my fiance, our first two videos got us monetized within the first 30 days. We didn't create no extravagant thumbnail. We literally just did our two videos, and we had no idea. I had an idea because I did some research beforehand, but we didn't know they were going to take off the way that they took off. And if we would have had some type of link attached to that YouTube video, we would have had some type of revenue coming in from day one. So you treat every single YouTube video as an opportunity for you to make money from that video. So if you can start with having something to sell from day one, that's going to be your best bet. And that's how some people that may have 100 or 200 or maybe even 500 YouTube subscribers, that's how they're making money from their YouTube channel on the back end without even being monetized. I'm a perfect example. When I started pursuing YouTube again on my main YouTube channel, I think I started with around 200 YouTube subscribers. But again, I wasn't being consistent. It was like over a year span or something like that. And then once I started being consistent in like July of last year, I had booked my first client off of YouTube, and I had less than 500 subscribers. And I was booking clients off my YouTube channel. And the crazy thing is, I didn't do the start your channel with something to sell. I did the, oh, I'm just going to build out my channel real quick. I'm going to create some content. And then eventually I'm going to start pitching. But let me just like build my subscribers up. This girl hopped in my Instagram DMs. And y'all already heard me earlier. I don't be on Instagram. Okay. She DM'd me like, how can I work with you? I'm ready to work with you. Shoot me the link. And she booked and she paid. And we started work. She became a client. So you never know who's going to be ready to take that next step with you. So have that readily available at any time. So this includes adding your paid consultation links. Do not add a free consultation link. I put paid up there for a reason, because if you have a free consultation link and you mention that on your YouTube channel, and I say this because someone actually did this, and that video blows up and hits 100,000 views and everybody's trying to book you for a free consultation, you in a situation. If it's paid, that's okay. But if it's free, kind of hold off on that, because we're going to use every video as an opportunity to make money. Let's see. Atlene just looked again. I got 298. See? Congratulations. All right. And so the last thing is to mention them in your videos and use the community tab. So people sleep on a community tab on YouTube, but people see that and they really click the links that you put whenever you use your community tab. Look at your community tab as like a Facebook post. If you would post it on Facebook and you feel that it would benefit your audience on YouTube, use that. Another great thing that's good about community tabs is that you can do polls. Polls do really good, or surveys. And if you're doing like a pre-order or any type of promotion for like your products, those do really well in a community tab. So use that to your advantage. Can I get some thumbs up if y'all still with me, or if I need to slow down? Because I told you I was gonna be dropping a lot today. Ah. All right, I see some thumbs up. I see some thumbs up. All right. All right, we're almost at the end, guys. We're almost at the end. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so I see some fire. Hold on, I'm pushing buttons. Let me go back. Where was I at? Okay, I just did that one. Okay, perfect. All right, so I mention a call to action on every single call, or every single call, on every single video. Get in the habit of giving people a next step. So whether that's subscribe to my channel, sign up for this free offer, join me at my next event, whatever your call to action is. And different videos, the call to action can look different for different videos. But always give them something to do during that video or at the end of that video. This is a mistake I see a lot of people make. Don't ask them to subscribe at the beginning of your YouTube channel. If someone just stumbled across your YouTube video, they are not going to subscribe to your YouTube channel and you only 5 seconds in. Okay? So we're not going to say, hey, welcome to my channel. You know, I'm LaShonda and I help you with all these different things. And I work with all these different clients. And make sure that you subscribe to my channel for more videos on this. Like, you done lost me. You have 30 seconds to keep that person's attention on that video, because if you can keep them for at least 30 seconds, YouTube will push your video to more people. So that's like that grace period. If you can get them for 30 seconds to keep them, they know that they're more likely to watch at least 5 minutes of your video. And that's a green light for YouTube to continue pushing it. But if you got this long intro and you telling them to subscribe at the beginning, you're gonna lose your people at the very beginning. All right, and then the last thing that I'm gonna mention is try not to offer too many call to actions in one video. And I struggle with this, I'm not gonna lie. It depends on the video. And try to only do maybe 2 to 3, and if you're gonna do 2 to 3, spread them out. So you can have 1 in the middle, maybe 2 at the end. The 2 can be subscribe to my channel and watch this video next, or sign up for this offer, whatever it is. But I would try my best not to do more than 3. Now, I had the Q&A for people that had asked certain questions in the Facebook group. I know I already answered one, but this one is, how would someone make their content exciting even though it's just painting? So there's a lot of YouTube channels that specialize in just creating painting content. Same thing with like short form content. I've seen that getting really popular. So you're gonna make it exciting by your personality. You gotta have personality if you're gonna have a YouTube channel. You can make it exciting by sharing story times. I know if you're able to like show the process of you painting while also sharing a crazy story time, or I know another popular one is reading different what is it called? Am I the a-hole? You could do stuff like that, or just be creative when you're showing your painting videos. And people that resonate with how you create your content, that will keep them around. But the rule of thumb is have some personality. The personality will get you every time, and that will keep people there. So that's the answer to that question. I don't know if that person is in here already. Desiree, you asked, what are the most lucrative, if that's the word to use, in 2024? Like, is it a good idea to have a channel talking about sisterhood, etc.? Or is business channels more profitable? Business channels are a lot more profitable. If you're trying to find out which angle to go, business channels are going to make you the most money. But at the same time, depending on what kind of business you have, you can kind of weave those in together. Because if you're creating a channel talking about sisterhood, are they also going to be the same people that want to opt into whatever your business offers are? Do you want to elaborate on that?
I love that. And I think that you answered. Can you hear me okay? I'm in my
Yeah,
car.
I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. You kind of answered that earlier, but so it was just trying to figure out how to push Sis Get Up, because usually, well, we initially just started Sis Get Up, the channel, just so people can get the replays of these classes. And so now I'm like, okay, well, how do we actually monetize this, and get it to actually
Right.
go? So I don't think it has a lot to do with my business, but I think, like you said, maybe I can get some kind of sponsor ads by some of the things we talk about. Like right now, you're talking about, YouTube. Maybe we can figure out some, things to kind of put in there to, push that video up some more.
And then, like you said, you would really benefit from affiliate marketing or brand deals. If you did want to just like the sisterhood and you don't really want to have like a business channel per se, you can, I mean, brand deals are very lucrative. So if you don't mind building your business off of brand deals, I'm telling you, there's people making like 6 figures on brand deals. So, I mean, it really just comes down to what is your preference? Do you prefer to make money through your own products, or do you prefer to make money from bigger brands? And then you can create, whatever type of content for your sisterhood, and you're making money on the back end through ad revenue and through brand deals in affiliate marketing, because everybody should be doing affiliate marketing.
Okay, girl, that's what I'm gonna do. You just said it. And I just have one more question. So when you said go look at our channel, so I looked at my old channel. It was about, I used to have a t-shirt business creating t-shirts, and that thing is at 298. Girl, it's a video on there that's literally at 10K views. Like, and I had no idea. I left the channel and just never looked back. Do you think it would be smart if I actually just kind of went back and started talking more about like my actual business now? Or you think I should just leave it and create a new one?
I would start a new one, because that channel, if you were talking about t-shirts, you were targeting a completely different audience.
Yeah.
And it's gonna kind of mess with the algorithm. I mean, you can do what you want, but I would recommend you start over if you really plan on doing this long term. Yeah.
Thank you, sis.
You're welcome.
Anybody else have any more questions? I feel like she dropped so much gems.
I dropped so much.
Yes, you did.
I have a question.
Okay.
As a self-care strategist, I am just passionate about sharing with people the importance of practicing self-care and providing steps to a better way of living. Do you know of any, because I haven't seen any successful channels that really tap into the practicing of self-care? Do you know if there's any channels out there or any businesses that are doing well in that?
Oh, absolutely. It's a very big industry. Or I don't want to say industry, it's a very big niche on YouTube. So productivity, self-care, all of that does really, really well on YouTube. One YouTube creator that comes to mind instantly when you talk about self-care is Lavender. I don't know if you've ever heard of her. I'm gonna put her in the chat. Look at her content, because she dominates in the self-care space on YouTube. Lavender. I hope I'm spelling her name right. I think that's how you spell it. Once you start spelling her name, she's gonna pop up. Lavender is, and the crazy thing is really big in both the men and women category. It's just like the guys kind of have a different spin on it, but absolutely, you could do really, really well if you're talking about self-care, because that's something that a lot of people look up, believe it or not.
Okay, because I had created 30 days to improve restful sleep, and I did like a beta group with this Zoom course, and it did well. I didn't get the feedback that I was looking for, so I kind of put it aside. But as you were talking about creating the content buckets, I believe I have enough content to create those buckets and get the YouTube channel started.
Good.
But I know how important it is, because I also work in a hospital. So this goes hand in hand, and it's very passionate to me to be able to assist people with the practice of self-care. So I will definitely look this young lady up and see what I can glean from her. But thank you so much.
You're welcome. She'll give you a lot of content ideas too, because like I said, she does meditation videos. She does she has a journal line, so she comes out with a different journal every year. She watch her channel and look at some like how she does it, and you'll be like, oh, okay, cool. She's a really good example for that.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, so I'm gonna give everybody an opportunity to ask their questions. But I do want to get through this part real quick, okay? So if this was helpful, I have a couple steps that I would like for you to do. If you've stuck it with me, I know we still have 11 people in here so far. If you stuck it out, first of all, thank you so much, okay, for staying. That lets me know that this was valuable in some type of way. And I do have some next steps for people that are starting YouTube and they would like some extra help when it comes to being on YouTube. So the very first thing is I have a YouTube content planner. And this is your opportunity. I'm gonna actually drop the links after this in the chat if you don't want to do the QR. But if you scan this QR code with your phone, it'll take you to my YouTube content planner. You definitely want to get this because it has video title ideas in here. It has the section for you to plan out your content buckets and plan out your YouTube content ideas. It also has a section in here for you to do your video YouTube scripts. So whenever you're getting ready to record, you can plan out what you're going to say in these scripts, and it helps you with post-production. So if you have specific things that you say at different timestamps, it has a section for you to track all of that information. And at the back of the YouTube content planner, it has a YouTube content calendar. So this way you can plan out what you're going to be posting every single week. And the content calendars, I want to say for up to 6 months. If you go to my sales page for the content planner, it has a sneak peek video available where you can see everything that's in the planner. So definitely check out the YouTube content planner and go ahead and grab that. I only have 4 more right now before inventory comes in. So if you plan on getting it, go ahead and hop on that because I only have 4 left for the YouTube content planner. And then the next thing that I want to invite you guys to is my YouTube Launch Academy. So this is what I had mentioned earlier. I am launching the YouTube Launch Academy at the end of this month. So if you're like, girl, I really want to do this YouTube thing, but I really need extra assistance when it comes to how to record my videos, how to edit, how do I pick the right YouTube videos to grow my channel, and all the different things, join the waiting list. So that way, once it launches, you will be one of the first people to be notified, and you're going to get an exclusive rate if you're on my email list whenever I launch it. So definitely go ahead and scan that. And like I said, I'm going to put all the links in the chat in a second if you want to, if you're like on a computer or something like that. And then the last thing, y'all, subscribe to my channel. Y'all knew I wasn't going to leave without saying that. Please subscribe to my channel because, again, my channel is a free resource for y'all. I have a ton of content on how to start your YouTube channel. You know, if you are pursuing YouTube, you need to be on my channel. So that way you can get all the things. The most recent video that I did is the how to, like all the equipment that you need to purchase. So that one went live, I want to say today. Go ahead and use that as a free resource to get you guys started and have all your questions answered to at least rip the Band-Aid off and actually launch your YouTube channel. So I'm going to end my screen share so I can shoot the link real quick in the chat. And if you have a question, you can go ahead and unmute and ask me your final questions. Because I got all day, y'all. I'm just here.
So you still gonna show me how to do the disclaimer default on YouTube settings?
I sure will, since you still in here, girl. I got you. All right, so these are all of the important links for anyone that is interested in anything that I mentioned. I also have my social media and YouTube links in there. And I will show you real quick. Let me go to my YouTube channel and I will show you what I'm talking about. Let's see, let me screen share. Can you guys see my screen? Yes, okay, hold on, let me put this at the bottom. All right, so this is my channel, y'all, okay? And I'm going to show you exactly how to do a default description real quick, since you guys stuck around with me. So if you go to your YouTube studio, I'm going to go to my settings down here. And you see where it says default uploads? So I'm going to click on that. And this is where, I mean, you don't want to put your default title because your titles are going to be different every time. But if you look at my description box, I have a default description. This pops up every single time I post a YouTube video, and this is the disclaimer that I was talking about. And I'll drop this in the chat as well. You legally have to put this if it's an affiliate link. So just make sure if you're going to be doing affiliate marketing that you have something like this. And then I'll show you another thing while I'm on here. You can also do default tags. So if you know that your content is around the same type of category, you can go ahead and put in tags that you want to pop up for every single video. It just saves you time on the back end. So you won't have to worry about doing it every single time. And then whenever you upload a new video, just put in additional tags that's specific to that YouTube video. But these will always pop up at the very beginning if you know that it's going to be targeting the same person. Does anybody have any questions about this, or do you want me to show you anything else in YouTube Studio? Let me move this over here. Let's see if it let me exit out of this. I can't exit out. Oh, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna stop my screen share. Make sure this is it.
And you have 1407. If you are not subscribed, make sure you go subscribe right now.
Please subscribe to my channel, y'all. I'm trying to hit 100K this year. Okay.
You will. She dropped so much. That's how I found her, y'all. I was like, oh my goodness. On Facebook and YouTube, she is killing it. So be sure to follow her Facebook and YouTube and all of the things. We are so thankful for you, Queen. Can y'all just unmute and just say thank you? I feel like she just poured.
I tried, y'all.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
I just ordered my book, my planner, and subscribe while you were doing the presentation.
Thank you so much, girl. I appreciate it.
I'm about to order mine now too. Thank you so much. You did amazing, sis. We are super thankful. Guys, stay tuned. First off, this replay will be, let me stop sharing.